Jin's mother quickly sends goons after him, but Jin somehow manages to reach the police station. Jin wants to escape from the goons and manages to free him. Then Jin tells the police about the whole gang and they find his name in the police database. He tells that Jin was born in 1977 and he is 41 years old. However, when Jin insists that he is not 41 but 21 years old, a police officer asks him to tell him which year it is. Jin replies that it is 1997 but officially reveals that it is 2017 instead of 1997. He is surprised and looks around. Then he sees a mobile phone in the hands of some boys. His friends see a news on TV in which South Korean President Moon Jae-in and American President Donald Trump are seen together. When Arjun sees himself in the mirror, he realizes that he is actually 41 years old. Confused, Jin returns home to face his fake family. At home, he hears the sound of radio from a small room which has just been converted into a crime sim. A boy pretending to be his brother appears and tells Jin that the room in which he is standing is a teenage girl and her mother who were murdered 20 years ago. The police failed to catch the killer for many years and the case went cold, so the victim's family hired a fake Yusuf to find the killer. After a little investigation, the killer is identified as Jin. From here the scene shifts to a flashback where we are shown that Jin was kidnapped and beaten badly to confess to the murder, but Jin maintains his innocence. Jin's fake father tells the investigation team that Jin has lost his memory because the incident was very traumatic. The investigation team asks psychiatrist Park to hypnotize Jin and send him back to 1997. It is possible that his memory will return and he will be able to tell what happened to him that day. Here everything was going according to plan, but he had to go to the hospital at night. Jin had seen Yusuf's marriage. Actually, Yusuf was arrested in a fraud case and he was missing till 1990 because he was in jail during that time, but then after completion of 19 days, he came out on bail. Then it is revealed that the voice coming from the small room was not of anyone else but of the investigating officer who was working there. Now the story goes back to the present. Yusuf was taking Jin to a place where he will have to pay the price for the death of those two innocent animals. Jin has to maintain his innocence and jumps out. Yusuf follows him, but in the end his car collides with a tree. On the other hand, Jin is also hit by a stranger truck, due to which his journey of 1997 is brought back. From here the scene is shot and we were like in 1997 with his parents and his elder brother Yusuf. Then suddenly in a car accident, his parents die and his elder brother Yusuf is badly injured. He goes to get Yusuf's surgery done. Jin was in dire financial crunch, but due to the 1997 crisis, it was a very difficult time. Hard as Jin comes online in search of a job where an unknown person messages him that if he kills someone's wife, he promises to give him a huge amount of money, but Jin has to leave the rest of the children present in the house completely safe. After reaching home, Jin's conscience does not allow him to do this act. He was about to leave from there, but then both the mother and daughter see Jin and start shouting loudly. Jin gets scared and in a panic, he kills both the mother and daughter. Then a small child comes out and seeing Jin, he gets scared but asks Jin to go back to his room. As Jin starts coming out of this house, he comes to know that this is the doctor's family. Jin was treating Yusuf's brother, who was also his brother's doctor. Arjun tries to know why the doctor wanted to kill his own family. Arjun tells the doctor. He says that the lack of money had corrupted his bank and he had taken many insurance policies in his wife's name to save his children from becoming homeless, and because Jin had killed not only his wife but also his daughter, the doctor tells him that now Yusuf will also be considered his brother. Due to this a scuffle starts between them and then by mistake Jin pushes the doctor down the stairs and the doctor also dies. Then the film comes back to the present and Jin finds himself in a hospital. The boy who was taking Jin to the forest had somehow died in an accident and he tries to kill Jin by poisoning him, but then Jin tells him that Akash has come back. Then the boy reveals that he is the same small child whom Jin had left after killing his mother and his sister 20 years ago. After the death of his parents and his sister, his relatives grabbed all their money and left him in an orphanage when he grew up a little. He asks Ujin that why did you not kill me that day? I wish you had killed me. If you had killed him that day, then I would not have to see this day, and he asks the boy that why did his father plan the murders, but he has to lie to the people and takes the whole responsibility on himself, but the boy does not believe him, and because they realize that he had actually killed an innocent family, he takes a risk by insulting himself, due to which he dies. On the other hand, that boy also came to know about the real killer of his family, so he also commits suicide by jumping.